Alright, today we're going someplace literally in our backyard. Come join us at Dark Nest Travels while we show you a little part of Michigan's historic areas after this. If you haven't guessed, we are at Sanilac Petroglyphs Historic State Park. It's a non-camping state park, but it's a great place in our backyard that Virgil and I decided to go through and take you guys all along with us in just a minute. And there we are, guys, Sanilac Petroglyphs Historic State Park. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. Hours of operation right there. I'm not going to bother reading this, but I'll just give you a little glimpse of some of it, because I can't stand YouTube travelers that read these things out loud, because I've done enough home videos to know you sound like a complete jackass when you're doing it. It's a nice shaded trail back here. It's nice and like crushed gravel. There are little benches for people to sit on if they needed a break. To me, if you have the right tires on a wheelchair, it's definitely wheelchair accessible. Another glimpse. This is where we're at, Sanilac Petroglyphs Park geology. This kind of explains some of it. It gives you a map legend and a map. I know you can't see it with the shade. But there's some more information for all of you. Info about the Anishinaabeg original people or ancestors. And here's some of the stuff we're going to see, the symbols and stuff we're going to see on the actual stone carvings that were founded quite a ways back in 1940, it looks like. I'll try to get as close as I can through the fenced in area. So now I'm going to show you what it is when it's locked up. These are the carvings in the stone over here, like I said at the beginning. Sorry about the fence, guys, but that's what happens when things aren't taken care of. Right there, they have to shroud and imprison it. You see some of it's a real rocky area, which is really strange. The trail has a lot. This is the trail after the caged in area where the petroglyphs are. But you can see the rocks jutting out. And some of these bugs are kind of driving me nuts. I mean, look at that. That is so weird for Michigan. We believe we found something, and it appears that these are dinosaur footprints from the prehistoric time period in these jutting rocks sprouting up through the earth. We feel that we found the first signs of dinosaurs here by the petroglyphs. Really nice little shelter. This is the Cass River. The Cass River in its glory. Doesn't it look delicious? It meanders through the Sanilac Petroglyphs Park. This is just the south fork of the North Branch. The south fork flows into the North Branch. It's about a quarter of a mile west of here, within the boundaries of the park, actually.
There was a logging industry here until the 1840s, when they were stopped by the Great Thumb Fires in the 1870s and 80s.
Native Americans. They were the first people to canoe and fish in this river and walk along its banks. Outcrops of rocks from the land. And that small little river you just saw was probably just massive to support that logging industry that came through here. This place would be pretty eerie at night. In fact, the Onega River in Stevitz is probably a little similar to this, only deeper. Still following the Cache River here as part of the trail. Since the glyphs or the carvings of the stone were surrounded by cages, we decided to just follow the trail along this bridge here across the Cache River. We were a little disappointed that there was no one at the glyphs, and so we decided to keep going further into the Petroglyphs State Park just to check out some of the old hiking trails you've seen previous to this. So we're going to cross the Cache River here. What Virgil and I were just discussing is somewhere along this river here is an old mid-1800s logging camp, and we may come across the remnants. Sorry if we don't. I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I honestly expected someone to be at those petroglyphs, but they were caged in and it was locked up. So I may or may not get something at the end of this trail. The trail is worth the hike. I mean, it's nice to get a little bit in touch with nature as we're traveling all the time with a gasser Class A RV. It's good to kind of get out and actually pedal yourself through these woods. Or no, I'm sorry, pedaling's the wrong word, we're not on a bike. As you amble or saunter through these dark woods, you can see so much more. So come along for the rest of this. Maybe we can get those remnants of that logging camp from the 1800s. We're in an open part of the trail. This area is filled with white pine and various other trees. And farmers along the Cache River fled to the water for safety as the fires rolled through here in 1871. Fires set by farmers to clear their land, fueled by a drought and high winds, caused it to rage out of control and burn across the Michigan Thumb area. This tree here that we're showing, 2008, they estimated that this tree here, this white pine, is about 125 years old. And as you see, it just keeps going up and up and up. It's a very large white pine, about 125 years old. Pretty amazing. We've come to another branch of the Cache River here. It's kind of a wider area for the water. There's some deadfalls, and there's a tortoise sitting out there on the log as well, sunbathing. And you got some lily pads with some beautiful yellow flowers popping up through those. It's a nice day for a hike, but the bugs are on high alert. Coming across another bridge across the Cache River that we'll cross. Were probably covered up by something. I figured I'd show you this cabin ruin here. It's about the closest thing we're gonna have today, so enjoy it. This looks like just a vault toilet actually, but enjoy the sight anyway. Now we're backtracking a little bit over the bridge we just came over before my log cabin falsehood. We're looking for a sandstone sculptures. If we don't get it, I guess you're gonna have to come out here and check it out. There are no markers out here to really identify anything. So we shall see. best guess is that this used to be a marker for the logging facility or logging camp. Would have been over here somewhere. We're gonna explore in the weeds. Somewhere in this overgrowth is where the logging camp was. All right, I'm gonna end this video right here. That was the Sanilac Petroglyphs State Park. Come out and check it out. It's off Germania Road in Sanilac County. Thanks for coming along with us. I hope I showed you some of the trail, some of the things that I could find anyway. Like, subscribe, comment, share below. Correct my inaccurate information. Whatever you need to do it below in the comments, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for coming along.